Hi guys, it's James from Highton Vet Clinic. Today we're doing a basically Highton Vet Clinic Facebook Live, also recording it for people who will be watching us later on our YouTube channel. Today we're talking about hyperthyroidism in cats. Hyperthyroidism in cats is definitely something which we commonly see here at the clinic. Cats are definitely quite a common pet we see. Statistically, most of the cats we see are brought in are older cats, although we do get some younger cats presenting with hyperthyroid issues. Hyperthyroidism itself is a disease probably more in the senior cats, so that 12-year-old age group. Commonly the cats present to us with an owner's history perhaps of eating more, drinking more, perhaps vocalising, the cats perhaps becoming thinner and more anorexic with a really good appetite. And they just might be not themselves, their coat might be poor, but owners just perceiving these little old cats that are perhaps not themselves. We obviously would see them at any stage during the disease process, and it might be you get the cats coming kind of very early on that the owners might notice they've had perhaps a little bit more drinking, or perhaps they're just pestering a little bit more for food. Other cats come in and they're kind of the other extreme, so they're vocalising, they look very gaunt, but they're eating like anything, they're drinking excessively. So I guess we get anything in between. If you're worried your cat, you've got an older cat, and those cats over 12 years of age, definitely pop in. I can run you through now the other things which we can do, but it's definitely very much a treatable disease in this day and age. So what's normally involved, once the vets have clinically assessed the patient to say, look, we're suspicious of hyperthyroidism, and for our clinical perspective, it might be we're palpating a thyroid goiter. It could be we're seeing the cat's being tachycardic, which basically means an elevated heart rate. They might have a bit of respiratory distress or open mouth breathing if they're quite advanced. We might appreciate too clinically they've got an elevated blood pressure. There's a few other things which we may start to pick up on that obviously you as an owner may not see. The next thing I guess we'd probably recommend would be blood tests. And the blood test side of things, we're generally checking, I guess, to make sure their kidney function and liver function is normal. And we see some changes in their haematology and their biochemistries. And again, as I said, it depends when we're seeing them in that process. But classically, they've got an elevated total T4 or basically their thyroid level. If it's elevated to a point, you then might find we're at the stage where we consider doing I guess, treatment options. There may be the odd cat which comes in a grey zone, and those you might say, look, clinically they're not quite fitting the picture, we might recheck those in 1 to 2 months down the track. Other options we've got once we realise that cats are clinically hyperthyroid, their blood picture would match up, we generally have the conversation with the owners about how we're going to treat it. Treatment option this day and age, we're very fortunate that there are medical options, there's, I guess, surgical options and other dietary options. So I guess the simplest and most easiest would be a dietary option, and one of the ones, that's the only diet in the world it is, but it's one by Hills called Hills YD, which is their thyroid diet. It's a diet which comes in a wet and dry food. It's designed to basically manage that hyperthyroid state for the patient, but what it does is cats can solely only eat that as their diet. If they're eating anything else, you actually lose the benefit to the diet. So it doesn't work fantastically well for cats, I guess, when they're in a multi-cat household, because if you've got multiple cats, you're then treating all of them for hyperthyroid. If they don't have it, it becomes an issue. If your cats are fed indoors but then go outside, if they eat anything outside, you lose the benefit to the diet. So there is a place for the hyperthyroid diet, but it's not appropriate for everybody. From a medical, I guess, or treatment option, you've got this day and age, we've got some tablets. Tablets are generally, there's different dose strengths, different frequency of dosing, but they work quite well. There are some of the medications which have been made up into a gel, which you actually smear on the patient's ear. They're called transdermal medications. They're quite good because a lot of these cats are quite fractious and quite difficult to medicate. So by doing a treatment on the ear, it just might make it a bit easier. We've also got the option, I guess, of radioactive iodine. It sounds quite bizarre, but we actually treat them with iodine. They're actually referred up to one of the specialist institutions where they have their treatment. During this time, if they've got other underlying viral diseases, they wouldn't be a candidate for the treatment because some of the viral diseases can manifest when the cats are away, immunosuppressed, undergoing the radioactive iodine. But for some patients, it works really well. The other treatment, which is probably less commonly performed in Australia, would be a thyroidectomy, where we actually remove the thyroid itself. Again, overseas it's probably done more commonly. In Australia we tend to do it less commonly. But I guess in saying that, there's different treatment options for an array of budgets, an array of, I guess, preferences for the owner. there's nothing to stop anyone going down the path of trying a diet and finding it's not getting anywhere. They then might change across to perhaps a medication. They've got the option of being referred for radioactive iodine. So all these options are there. It's just a case of really working out with you which is the most practical option. A portion of these cats may go on to develop other diseases. So it might be hypertension, it might be high blood pressure, it might be hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, so some heart disease, and they're the ones that generally haven't managed their thyroid well enough to start with. But I think if you're at all worried from that side, it's a very much treatable disease. These poor little old cats that present to us, that they're not well. A lot of owners, funny enough, would actually say they worm the cats because they assume this little old cat who's quite ravenous with their appetite was actually because of worms. So from that sort of thing, if you're at all worried, give us a call. The staff are more than happy to help. We would then go through those various diagnostic tests and treatment options with you and talk you through that process. And I think, if you get a hyperthyroid cat in this day and age, it's very much a treatable disease. So if you've got any questions, by all means, give us a call at the clinic. Because we're on Facebook Live, I guess you've got the opportunity to make some comments. But otherwise, any questions, feel free to ask us and we'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.